Okay, so we have our front stem piece, which we'd sprayed out a little bit ago. And we have 4 stem bolts, which are slightly rusty. So we're going to spray some WD-40. Excuse me. Here. Now, my plan is to replace some of these bolts here. So one of the things I'm going to look at. See here. Toolbox. So I have a set of bolts I used to replace on one of my other bikes, and these I'm going to probably replace these anyways. Some different ones. Those are pretty nasty. One thing we do want to spray off is our grips. Our grips were extremely gross. Got lots of gunk on them. So we're going to be spraying off our grip, our grips. Some WD-40. I'll show you guys that in a second. So go into our inner parts here. And we're going to see if these are going to fit. I believe they will. There's the inside. And they're in quite better shape. So they're just different size Allen key. So we have our 5 out already. We don't need a 5. Should be a 4. And we're checking sure the threads are the same, which they are. So these will work. Pull out all these bolts. 4. We're going to want to get 2 bolts. You put them across ways. Sorry about that. Here I am talking and you can't even see what's going on. There we go. It's tough to do these videos live. Okay. That's pretty well centered. Like I said, the plan is, because this is dropped so far down, to get a set of short stem. I'm glad I saved these bolts from my road bike. Okay, so we're going to go down to our torque wrench. We're going to switch out our Allen key from the 5 to the 4. Start one at a time going across. And actually we got to lower this to about 5 Newton meters. .1, close enough. One other thing you want to do too is make sure you gap your bolts. Okay. Okay, so that's 4 Newton meters. We've got torque too. The next bolt that I want to replace kind of bad shape is this guy here. Now we're not going to actually replace the top cap. Pull this guy off. It's a little bit grody. See, a little corroded. Got and this guy is a key. Okay, so we have our torque key right there. It's this, I'm putting in a stainless steel bolt. Now we're going to take off this torque key. Okay. And we're going to go to we're going to put screws in the rest of the headset. Alright, those are not going to fit. So, I have to look at the correct ones because it looks like I don't have them set out. Okay, I got a bucket of parts that came off the bike, if you guys remember. So we got our, sorry about that, this guy for the side bolts, or the bigger bolts. For the, and this is why I said I plan to replace the, not the headset, but the so these guys are going to have to go in here. So and this is going to keep the stem from moving back and forth. Now, one thing you can do, folks, to make, if you're in an area where you got a lot of water, okay, one thing you can do I don't always recommend it, but sometimes I do in this type of situation where we're at here in Guam. So I squirt a little WD-40 on there and get the garbage off. And then come over. Now I am going to put some grease on our bolts. reason we're doing that is just kind of prevent any water from getting in there. Like I said, we'll be swapping the stem out and the handlebars. I'll go with a lighter set of those. Probably French pretty good enough. So we're going to do that. We're going to call that good. Okay. So next thing to do is we have cable runs. So we got a set of brakes here. Got a set of cables right here. All the cables go up and around. So this is our front cable. So I got okay. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take some grease. Put some grease on this brake cable. I start with the brake cables just because these are going to be fairly easy. Well, take a little bit of grease, put them on the brake cables. Now we're going to grab our shortest cable. Okay. We're going to pull it through. And then we have a small bolt here. Which looks like a 3, I believe it is. So let me pull out my 3. I'll be removing it around. Let's go. This guy up here. Okay. So. So, I'm going to okay. So this brake cable is going to go like so. We got it in there. Now we're going to clamp down the housing. that. I'll hold that there. That. I don't ever come through this here. If you do that, then you're at risk of catching the tire. Okay. Come around all the way through like so. Of course, we're going to adjust these later. For now, this is where our third hand tool can come in handy. How do I get this down here? So, Allen key. We got the 5. Okay. So as you can see, works good. The cable housings aren't loose. Looks really good. No extra. The grease in there is not gunking it up. Okay. So then, if you want to now, let's start then. We're going to do our rear cable, brake cable. We're going to kind of take the shifter cable and put them out of the way a little bit. And I'm going to move the bike a little bit and the stand. So we're going to put it, mount it. So now we got to come under here. So the next is our brake cable, our rear brake cable. And once again, we are going to take
grease there.